Storm Guard warriors. Today, we stand on the brink of a great change. The enemy fleet that sails our shores will be the last to ever attempt an invasion of our beloved Yamatai. The rage of our great Sun Queen will raise up a mighty storm, and we will ride forth upon the winds to destroy them. But when we emerge victorious, we will not stop. A new day will dawn as our Queen's light will reach across the ocean to touch all lands. While we of Yamatai bask in the warmth of her grace, those who oppose us will burn.
Okay, that sounds less threatening in English. Maybe in Japanese it sounded really, really good. But we're back with more Tomb Raider. Oh, fish! Man, I think I've said this before, the survival aspect of the game could be better. I think once I'm done with the game, I'll probably make a video detailing stuff about the game that could be better, that I hope they implement in a sequel to the game, if there ever will be a sequel to the game. I think the game is good enough for it. And well, stay tuned for that, I guess. It might be, I mentioned this before, I was gonna create or utilize another channel I already had, or I already have, to do stuff like that. Because I made mention that the playthroughs and let's plays kind of take up a lot of the content in this channel, so you know, when I do one-off stuff, it gets buried beneath all of this playthroughs and stuff, which I think means that it's harder to get to all that stuff, harder to enjoy all that stuff. But that's for a future date, I guess. And we're here in this new tomb that we have to, well, we don't have to explore, but I do like that aspect of the game. I mean, in Uncharted, you have to do one of the other. The game forces the puzzle moments onto you, and the game forces the combat onto you. You'd never really have a choice to do one or the other. You always have to do what's given to you. It's very linear in that way. I mean, Tomb Raider is a linear game too. Well, I guess it can't really be called linear anymore in this game, at least. Even the earlier games weren't that linear, because you have an open area and you have the choice of doing things. As minute and small as they are still choices. So I don't think you can call this a linear game. But so what was my point? Man, I go off on a rambling and I forget my point. Should really be thinking about solving this thing. Okay. This thing is kinda in the way. Whoa. Yeah, disappearing like that is not that realistic. Oh, this is gaseous. Yes! Dangerous. Lucky we remember how to do these things. That's pretty straightforward. I will say, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I wish this tomb stuff were bigger and harder. Tomb raided. This is gonna be dangerous. Sweet. Did I really get anything worthwhile? And for the most part, I like these upgrades. They're decent and relevant to the weapon. So for instance, increasing ammo. I mean, it's typical stuff, I guess, in terms of upgrading your weapons, but at least it kind of works well, is I guess my point. It's typical in that, you know, other games also apply stuff like this. For instance, Far Cry 3, really good game too, although that did it by hunting and yeah, hunting I think was the main way you upgraded in that game. And well, that may have just been upgrading sort of your items. Anyway, we've got our map here is now open, so we can find all these things if we want to. I guess I'll try to open all this stuff. So I mean find all this stuff for now, because we didn't really explore this jungle-ish area while we were shooting everyone. So I'll probably do that. Might as well take the time to enjoy the simpler parts of the game, because I'm pretty sure all the action parts will come too. The thing though is that I'm pretty sure there was a relic here somewhere, I think, on the map. But yeah, the thing is you don't know where everything is. Probably up. They could be up on high ground. I don't think anything's underground, but I guess you never know. So hopefully I'll be able to continue doing this game for a while and finish it hopefully. I do like the game, so I do really want to finish it. There's not many games on the horizon really to get excited about either, so I'm not sure what I do after I finish this. Unless it takes like forever to finish this thing. In which case there might just be something. I am thinking of getting The Last of Us, you know, since it's developed by Naughty Dog and it sounds interesting, although I'm not too sure how good it is, how worthwhile it is. But that is something to keep an eye out for. Beyond Two Souls 2 is something I'm slightly interested in. I mean, I wasn't that impressed by Heavy Rain. I think it had a lot of things going for it, but the story kind of just fell in itself, and in a game like that the story is the most important thing. So for instance, in The Walking Dead, there's much better story in The Walking Dead, but Heavy Rain has better choice and consequence mechanism in the game, and the gameplay itself is also probably better in Heavy Rain. But The Walking Dead has the better story, which is a positive for The Walking Dead. It was a fun game. I'm definitely looking for season 2 of The Walking Dead. Although, for me, you see, the thing, I don't really watch much TV or many TV shows, and The Walking Dead is one that I don't watch, so all that background information about the game I don't have. So I know that the game itself is more concerned about being the specific story of the main characters in The Walking Dead game, rather than being a story about explaining how the zombies came about and trying to overcome that, although that to me would be interesting. But that's the thing when you have a gameplay that's based on another license, and in this case from the TV show and the comics, because you don't have the freedom to do what you want. You're tied to what those other media, they have priority over video games. And even that chick, what was her name, Lily? The crazy one, not the awesome one. The awesome one was, what was the name of the awesome one? I can't remember anymore. And she was my favorite character too. Well, I better get this right once. Okay, we're on the wall. You can do this. This isn't too hard. Okay. That's it? Damn. That didn't seem worthwhile. Oh, but yeah, getting back to my point, what I wanted to make about Lily was that she was supposedly someone who was connected to, I don't know, either the comic or the TV show. Possibly the comic. Like, again, I don't read the comic and I don't watch the TV show, so I don't really know. But essentially, she has a part in the comics, or she was created in the game to be connected to the person in the comics or the TV show. But the people who either made the comic, I guess made the comic because that's the original one, decided to create their own backstory for Lily, and so the Lily that was in the video game is no longer the same Lily.
An ancient Chinese dagger, probably around 100 AD. How long have ships been crashing on this island?
And we've gotten more items, which is cool. Anyway, moving away from talking about The Walking Dead, my point was that it's hard to create a game when the official license isn't really for the video game. So for instance, with Tomb Raider, it's wholly a video game license, I guess, or at least the video game is the original license. So you don't have to cater to the movies or anything like that. Although there may be an upcoming movie for the game, which is cool, but it will be based off the game rather than vice versa. So I've got a couple more of these GPS caches and a relic. So let's see if we can't find all of these things. I'm guessing there are other things as well. I think I've been finding mushrooms or something on the ground, which is weird if I have to collect that too. But well, we'll make do if we have to. I do like the size of the game, of this game, and it still looks gorgeous too, which always helps. And there we are. It would be nice if there was actually more things to do in the jungle. It looks like it's just finding all this stuff. It'd be nice if there was like a better puzzle solving element to the game. Which is weird because, you know, one of the first tombs that we raided was actually pretty interesting. The one with the wind, where we had to time it so that the wind, when we jumped on that platform, they see some mushrooms collected. A challenge, so yeah, it's something. Anyway, I was going on about oh man, what was I going on about? My short-term memory is bad, man. I like the weapon selection in this game too. There's only 4, but you know. Oh, so close, yet so far. I guess we go up here. I guess there is still some. Oh yeah, I was talking about puzzles. Wasn't I? Oh, nice moon, man. The game does look beautiful. That would be a nice picture for one of the for the thumbnails for the videos. Although I might not be making them anymore, but you know, we'll see. Not sure if that was the right one. And up here should be where the relic is. But yeah, I was going on about puzzle solving, and basically the puzzles aren't that great. I mean, they're okay. I mean, oh, item.
This is fairly modern, perhaps 18th century. The gold carving was designed to contrast with the black lacquer finish. Bloodstains. Someone used this knife recently.
Oh, I like that. I mean, man, getting back to this game, I'm reminded of things that I really like again and again and again. And these relic stuff is really cool, man. They're not that interesting, but they're really cool. And they're probably somewhat historically correct. It's just, you know, unless you're actually interested in stuff like that, you wouldn't know. So I mean, yeah, there are some still puzzle elements in the environment, and like I said, that trials with the wind and the platform where you had to time it right, that was cool, but others haven't been that exciting. But I mean, they're just light puzzles. But true, I would rather have them than not, so I'm happy.
Wolves. Like the ones in the forest. Are they breeding them?
Damn, that looks nasty. Oh, just a bit too slow. I'll let you live. because these wolves are, I don't know, some sort of experiment. Oh man. That this clan of people are messing with, I guess. Something like that. Wondering if the wolves are gonna start chasing, especially since there were a bunch of them. And we found the last GPS cache. Oh, bats! Not that dangerous though, I guess. Some bones. I guess that's a dead end. And we have light. Shantytown? Damn. So that's all for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.